Hello, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the new BetterSax Burnin Tenor mouthpiece. Now, many of you may be aware of the alto saxophone mouthpiece version, which has been incredibly successful. We'll put a link to it up here. If you haven't seen it, do check that out. And in that video, obviously, I demo it and explain the backstory, but to briefly go over it again here for the sake of the tenor mouthpiece, which is on my saxophone here. What Jay has done is he absolutely loved getting involved with Jody producing the alto piece, and so he's done the same for tenor. And the idea is that Jody and Jay have known each other for many years. Jay's been an avid fan of Jody's wonderful work. He's always played JodyJazz Mouthpieces in the past, and he just wanted to get together with Jody, collaborate and produce a mouthpiece that really speaks to him and has his sort of ideal concept of what a tenor sound is, how it should respond, how it should be, and he knew that Jody would be the perfect person to fulfill that task. So actually, wouldn't it be handy if Jody was here, because then we could ask the guy exactly his thoughts on this mouthpiece. And as if by magic, Jody Espina has magically appeared and I'm now going to ask him directly about the J Metcalf Burnin Tenor mouthpiece. So what was Jay's remit with this mouthpiece?
He had a pretty clear idea, and I followed what he wanted to do. And he wanted a certain brightness. He wanted a very free-blowing piece. And he had the idea to scoop down, way down in the bottom. And it's, you know, if you look at through the shank, you can see kind of big opening, but a piece with a good amount of brightness. And so I love the way the thing plays. I made a bunch of prototypes. And then when I got close to what I thought, I sent him 3, and I was hoping he'd pick the one that I liked the most, and he did. So it was...
That's the way to do it, isn't it? Yeah, when you can both agree on it without saying, by the way, it's this one.
Yeah, exactly. So real happy with it, and he's doing well.
You know, I think it's an absolute beauty. It immediately speaks to me when I blow, and I absolutely love it. What strikes me as interesting is that when I hold this mouthpiece against your standard HR Star, it looks strikingly similar, but when you just hold it a little closer, you can just see that slight change of angle, and it's incredible the difference it makes, just that slight extra gradation there in terms of the output of the sound, the character, the overall character of the sound. I guess that's what it's all about, isn't it? This is mouthpiece making for you. It's these fine differences that make the biggest of differences in terms of the sound output.
There are a couple other things in there, and
I'm sure.
So we had to go get what he wanted, and and we got it.
Yeah.
So
no, it's a great piece, and the alto piece was so successful for us, and just to really hit the mark on the tenor piece, I think this is going to be a big success. So great job, Jody.
Thanks a lot.
So it was great to catch up with Jody a few weeks ago and gather his thoughts on this mouthpiece. He did a few events whilst he was with us in the UK, and generally it's just great to hang out with Jody because he's such an insightful character, and it always reminded of just everything that goes into the quality of his own mouthpieces. So it's great to just catch up and really get a feel for the whole JodyJazz franchise, if you like. So let's just move on to this again, and I'm going to do a demonstration for you now, and then I'll reveal my thoughts as to what I'm thinking about the mouthpiece. Okay, before going into some detail about what we heard there, I just thought I would show you the standard JodyJazz HR Star tenor mouthpiece. As you can see, it looks very similar to the Burnin mouthpiece, and it's an absolute beauty itself, just the standard HR Star, so I'd thoroughly recommend this as a fantastic kind of upgrade mouthpiece, if you like. But here with the Burnin, you can see some slight differences inside, and as I said to Jody, my feeling is it's incredible what these slight differences make in terms of the sound, because what I was really getting there when I demoed it was a feeling of a very solid core, but at all times that core feels like it has this sort of liveliness, this bite to it, like the sound just wants to take off. And any given range in the saxophone, you feel like the sound could kind of snarl and really kick through. And I think that's what Jay wanted to get there. He wanted to have that feeling of that nice solid tenor voice, but at any time the feeling that you can just project in any range. And I think that's often the remit of a tenor sax player, the modern tenor sax player. Because we're deeper on the tenor sax than the alto, where naturally the sound just oozes over. With the tenor, we're always sort of battling that struggle to be heard and to kind of come through the texture. And so when you have a mouthpiece that has a nice core that really just sort of has the lovely tenor voice that we're talking about, but at the same time has that ability to just bite and cut through without losing any of the sort of integrity in the sound, then you know that you're onto a good thing. And I think that's exactly what Jay and Jody have achieved with this Burnin tenor mouthpiece. So again, great job, guys. I really do like it, and I think it's going to do very well in our store. So come and check this one out. It's a brilliant mouthpiece.